you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Northwestern Wildcats offense will go on the attack first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking to pass. It's Stone. Fires to the tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Northwestern will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Wolverines offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they... learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
The give from the gun. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back, gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. You play so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6. The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Underwood. steps away to find some room. Caught over the middle. It's Hester. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
It's just incredible. You see the arm talent in that last throw. The quarterback position is the hardest position to play in team sports. The fact that this guy is right out of high school and somehow in the conversation to win the Heisman Trophy, that's one of the best stories right now in all of sports.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, coming into this one, the offense knew a big key was going to be getting the ground game established. They haven't been able to do that yet. They punted on their opening drive, and they have a negative play here on the first play of their second drive.
Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. You get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Going downfield for the big play. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. And you just saw just 2 seasons ago, when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
You know they'd love to convert this 3rd down after missing a field goal on the last drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Haynes. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. No, No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
Well, the upright playing the 12th man on defense, knocking that ball down. It looked like it had a chance to be good.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, running back gets the give. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Give to the running back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to run for it. Runs through a tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll move the tight end. Looking downfield, it's Stone. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter as we get ready to get things started. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. He wants to take the top off. Snags it inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Ohio State is in front. They've led for most of the game. However, Brutus isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over UCLA. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Northwestern will have to punt it away. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they got him down at 23. So here comes the Michigan offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He now has 56 yards rushing and getting ever closer to that 1,200-yard mark. And the Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Fires to the right. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolverines line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Intercepted. Just even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35. Looking to throw it, Stone. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
So now on comes the field goal unit. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Throws to the tight end. Got his man. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Got it set up on the outside. Looked as if they might have that screen really set up, but he'll be stopped short of the marker. It's 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Good right down the boulevard. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Oh, they're after him. Fires on the run. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Underwood. Snagged in the middle, it's Moore. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The give to the single back. He's now up to 66 yards on the ground so far, and he is closing in on that 1,200-yard mark for the season. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's McCulley. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a 1st down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman.
Turning it on! He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's a heat. Touchdown, Michigan! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Off play action. Got it behind the line. It's Porter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. To the air, it's Stone. He's going to throw deep right side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They'll send the tight end in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. gets a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Wants to go up top on first down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. They'll make the stop on the return at the 38-yard line as this defense records an interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Wolverines with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Fires to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? They've got it down to the 32. First and 10 coming. On the ground, it's Haynes. He's up to 81 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Wolverines trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Wolverines! Great job by the back on the option. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Ohio State is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners like Eddie George and Archie Griffin in the pantheon of greats in Columbus. They're trailing by just 4 to UCLA. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Trying to set up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Back to throw, it's Stone. He's got it. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him in the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Northwestern wants to go quickly. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Northwestern will kick it off as we start the third quarter. Coming out with it, it's Morgan. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Unloads it left. He makes a catch. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wolverines have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Simpson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And how about the year he's put together? I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously. And obviously, we're talking about him for the...
Looking for the end zone. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Forced out of the pocket. Finds a little space. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17.
And these are the ones that they just add up, and they're so frustrating for a defender. Trust me, I'm a defensive guy. It's just annoying. You get him in third and medium. They're going to pass the football. You play the pass well, but, man, does he have a good feel. And he just pulls it down, and it's almost like he knew exactly where he had to get. Smart scramble. Nice job getting the first down.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to buy time. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Catch in the middle. It's Simpson. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Here comes the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off play action on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This is a situation here in the third quarter. This offense did not want to be in facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Northwestern will send out the punt team. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll field the punt and take it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Going deep. He's got it down the left side. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up.
Throws toward the end zone. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Michigan. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Albright. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Quickly out to the tight end. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Northwestern will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. Takes it on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. The throw to the outside is complete. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They just keep firing. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Gets the back moving. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And you want to talk about game tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big game. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Back to pass, it's Stone. Safe completion on the screen. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Northwestern in business in the red zone. Tight end now in motion. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He found his man and zipped it in there. They've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Covey. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game. And the Wildcats are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
When you got 3rd and this long, everybody knows what's coming. It's going to be a pass. Defensive linemen get to tee off. They know exactly what's coming.
He'll take a shot. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Got a man, it's Simpson. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolverines really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Short yardage play, they'll give it to the wide receiver going to the edge. They couldn't get anybody to bite on that one, and they'll stop him behind the line. And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB.
There's a live football. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. way not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. To throw, it's Underwood. Got his man downfield. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And, man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individual awards.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. The short hand, it's Simpson. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader. And he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football, and he's
touchdown, Wolverines! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Ohio State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Troy Smith, and they're right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UCLA. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
Almost popped free on the screen, but he'll be stopped short of the line to gain. It's 4th down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Underwood. Throws for the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. The Wolverines will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field, but they've got athletes with bad intentions, and they've registered a ton of sacks in this one.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll run play action. They're working that left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Wildcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Morgan. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st downs. So you have to be able to run.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And, man, this QB has delivered all year long. All the hype coming in as a freshman. Like, will he get on the field? Not only does he get on the field, now we're talking late in the season about being a true freshman quarterback, possibly winning a high.
Just keeps moving. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the tailback. Bulldozes his way through. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They march 78 yards down the field, and they close the deal with a 39-yard run to the house. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Wagner. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.